It is for Ndigbo to decide the best way forward. It is not for me, a Yoruba man, to say, DELE FAROTIMI. To my dear listeners, before I go into details, can you please ensure you like, subscribe to this channel and share. Good morning and welcome to today's news. Human rights lawyer and activist DELE FAROTIMI has reaffirmed his stance on non-violence while addressing criticisms about his position on indigenous rights and self-determination. Responding to X, formerly Twitter user at nonsuk96346206, who had accused him of talking about Nnamdi Kanu and suggested he should focus on the legal system and other civil rights issues. FAROTIMI defended his position with a clear statement. When you have heard of me endorsing anything other than a non-violent path, FAROTIMI wrote on his verified X account, that I do not agree with a man's prescription for a diagnosis with which I do not disagree does not mean that I would approve of his operation or condemn his chosen method. This man called DELE FAROTIMI should focus on the legal system and other civil rights issues and stop talking about Nnamdi Kanu, the terrorists that have caused Ndigbo so much. The Lagos-based lawyer further emphasized the importance of self-determination, stating it is for Ndigbo to decide on the best way forward. It is not for me, a Yoruba man, to say. He is as much a victim of Nigeria as all of us. The exchange highlights ongoing discussions about regional autonomy and self-determination in Nigerian political discourse, with FAROTIMI maintaining his position of respecting indigenous people's right to choose their path, while advocating for non-violence approaches to conflict resolution. So, to my dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news, and now before I move on in contribution to the news that I have read, we can't really always accuse them FAROTIMI or challenge FAROTIMI of talking about Nnamdi Kanu's continued detention. Putting religion let's not be region biased. I expect that even if he talks about Nnamdi Kanu is also an human being, so he has the right to talk about his continued detention, in as much is not in support of his continued detention. So let's move down to the comment section. The first comment I have here says, "Men of extraordinary wisdom are few in Nigeria. You are one of them. God bless your heart." A comment here says, "DELE FAROTIMI uses his grammar like Shakespeare. If you are not careful, you will think he's praising you, but instead he's cajoling you. E.g., when he says, 'Let's clap for the senators for endorsing the tax reform bill by President Tinubu,' it doesn't mean that they deserve any applause. It means they should be ashamed of themselves." Another comment here says, "Reply senseless that Shola can one particular tribes execute scope in a country like that has many speaking tongues. You people are the problem in this country called Nigeria." And then we should not blame oneself for the problems we are facing in this country. Let's not blame each other. Let's blame ourselves. This blame is a general one. So we should not individually blame oneself. We all cause these problems we are all facing. You know, in a dilemma situation whereby we chose not to unite. We chose not to have a one voice. Even if we have a one voice, at a point in time when the whole thing started happening, we still have some people that would go and backbite. And so that's one of the issues and the problems we are facing in this country. I'm still at the comment section. A comment here says, "I still strongly believe that the way forward in this matter is to conduct ethnic nationality conference in the nation with a view for regional autonomy. This nation is moving like sheep without Rutherford. There is man-made hardship occasioned by mismanagement of our God-given resources and bad governance. A comment too says, is wisdom from the brain or from the mouth? Let him or her that is very sure answer me with a proof. And the last comment here says, when you cross 7 rivers and 7 wildernesses to acquire something, you have to guide it jealously with care, because if you call your bucket waste bin, your neighbors will use it to carry waste. So to my dear listeners, this matter right here. Now we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by the comment section and let us know what your view is all about. Thank you for listening.